Good morning, Tony. Nice to see your painting you sent of Ben's portrait. Wonderful job. Great job on the painting. Loved your background. It was so good I really kind of felt uncomfortable even making a recommendation for any changes because it was really a wonderful job and it looked really painted, and I liked your portrait. However, if you wanted some suggestions, and I'm assuming that's what you want, I would make only one suggestion, and that would be to clean up the artifacts in the photograph around the edges of the hair and the jacket. So to show you what I mean, let's open it up. We'll go in and we'll pull out, first of all, we'll pull the photograph, and let's get rid of these edges here. This is going to come up. Let's unlock that, and let's go up here so we can see what we're doing. So you can see what I mean, Tony. These little white fringes here give it a little color cast around the hair that shows the residue artifacts left over from the original photograph. So what we want to do is see if we can extract it and eliminate those. So what we'll do is we'll get the original photograph in here, and we'll see if we can do that. Now we've got it in there, and of course I always make this a layer and then duplicate it, so if I want to go back to the original layer I can after I've done it. But on this particular case, what we want to do is go up to 200%. That's where you want to cut it out, because you'll get more precise edges the higher the resolution. So this is twice as big as the original photograph. And then what you want to do is take your pen tool like this and just simply, cut inside the edges like this. I'm going fast now, Tony, because I don't want you to spend your whole life sitting here watching me cut out something, but basically this is what you want to do. And you don't want to go really on the edges. You want to go inside, because you can refine the edge later using a particular command. You go under the select and you'll have refined edge on that command as soon as we get through selecting this, and you use that to get the kind of edges you want. So here's what you do. And I'm going again quicker than I might go normally, but I think we can still do this good. I don't want to say we can do it in such a way that you'll see that we can get rid of those edges even as quick as we go now. And that's all we're really interested in doing. Remember, keep your pen tool inside these cuts, because you can get these edges back, and you can, by using that refine edge tool that I'm going to show you in a minute. And you can also, if you're not satisfied with the refine edge tool and you really cut it too close like I'm really doing now, you can either paint the strands of hair in, and you can do that fairly easily by getting just a paintbrush and a hairbrush from Sylvia's smudge brushes, and just painting in those strands, capturing the color of the hair for your brush. In here you put the color of the hair, and then you could paint it in, or you can smudge out the hair strands so that it looks like they exist. So you can do that. So I never worry about getting too close here on these edges, because my real concern is I don't want those white artifacts from the original photograph to show. I want to make sure that this looks like it is the original. And so this is pretty possible to do it this way. So we just keep going up again. I'm trying to go fast, but and I could, I suppose, just take a portion of it to show you what I mean, but I wanted to do the whole thing so you get a clear idea of what I'm talking about here. So good, that's the hair right there. So I guess I can go down that, go down that, go down that, go down that. Okay, we're making some good progress here, I think. Tony, on this Friday morning. Oops, didn't really get it. That is Okay, we're almost finished. Here, let's just move this down this way a little bit. And see, at 200%, you're really getting a good snapshot of this thing. And it's gonna work. And I'm sure this won't be perfect because we're not taking a lot of time to do it, but it's going to be good enough for what we want, for what I want to show you. Okay, now you've got the selection, so let's drop it down now to maybe 100 so we can actually see. Well, let's drop it down to 66% revision so we can see what we got. Okay, there's what we got. So let's refine the edge. So go to select, go refine edge. You want to click smart radius here. And then you can move this radius over if you want. Okay, move it out just a little bit. Smooth it, feather it, so just a tiny bit, you can see, so you don't have a lot of hard contrasty edges. That's why you would do that. Decontaminate the colors and move it on to a new layer. Now, maybe that radius is too far left. It looks like there's some hair you don't want. But if you just want strands of hair in there, maybe you could shift the edges back this way too. Okay, then if you want to show some of those strands, what you do is you just go right here to this brush and do like that, and you'll get some of those strands out of there. And we've decontaminated the color, so you should be okay in there. And you maybe want some of those up here. You might want it where they had those strands out. See, that's a way to recover some of the strands that you didn't have that you might want in there to make the hair look more authentic. And that looks fairly good to me. I don't see anything anywhere else. So, and if you wanted the hair to go out even more, you could, push it here and get more strands. But anyway, let's leave it like that. Okay, there we've got it. So now we take this out and we'll see what we've got. But we really don't know what we've got there, because we need another layer behind that. Let's put a red layer behind that. So down here, click on extra layer, go in here, edit, fill, and we got a color. So let's see what we want with color here. Let's go with this red. So we this will help us. See, now we'll see. That's a pretty good cut right there. Tony, I think let's drive it up to 100% to make sure that we can see what we've got there. That's a pretty decent cut. So I don't see any white edges on there or anything. So that's let's see if there's any other areas here that we need to correct. Yeah, there is one. So let's move it, put it on the layer, go with the eraser. This is what I meant by using the eraser. I noticed there's an edge there that really needs to be taken off. So just put the eraser there, 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 there. Whoops. Mistake. Let's go back and start again. One. Keep forgetting to go to the right layer. Now we should be good to go. And we are. And we've eliminated all those edges. So looks pretty good all around, generally speaking. I think we're good to go there. Let's go back to here. Okay, there's the edges that you can see, and then we'll go back again to here. Okay, then to here, and you can see, Tony, that pretty much we've eliminated the white residue, the edges around it, and it looks pretty good. And just to make sure, maybe I'll just put I'll put a darker red on there. I just want to see what it looks like if we put a darker red in there. So we'll edit and we'll fill with foreground color, just to see, to make sure we haven't left any white edges in there. No, that looks pretty good, Tony. I mean, there might be, it's still on the eraser. I'll switch back to the eraser, and if you see any white edges in there, sorry, Tony. Go back on that, like, forget which layer I'm on. I mean, if you see a white edge in there, maybe there's a little creeping white edge in there somewhere that you might see that you can work with the eraser to get it out of there. But alright, Tony, I think that's pretty much all I can have to offer on this. I hope it works for you. And I wish you a wonderful Friday and a terrific weekend, and continue painting. You're doing a wonderful job. It looks terrific, Tony. All the very best to you.